life into something that you can never own.
Hello, Aries. Here's your reading for about February 5th to the 11th. These are general. Take what works, and what doesn't work just doesn't work. But if you stumble upon this reading at a later date, there may be something in it for you. So let's see what the cards have to say. I need 3 cards for my Aries, please. Okay, I need what is challenging my Aries. Okay, so you know what? The moon came out first. And what is your recommendations for my Aries? In your recent past position, you have the Star. In your current energies, you have Judgment. In your near future, you have the Two of Wands. What is challenging for you for the week is the Moon reverse, and what is recommended is the Wheel of Fortune. The Star indicates that in your recent past, you almost went through some type of transformative experience. This is about hopes and dreams, but this is also about healing. It comes after the Tower typically, and it's almost like you have to rebuild yourself to a certain degree, but it's a lot of almost like, I don't want to say inner work, but you might have realized that certain things that you once wanted in your life, they're not really what you want now. So you might have had to change your perspective in a way, or you might have gone through like a rough patch prior to the Star, and now you were going through this more healing patch or more healing phase recently. And it's a little bit about like reassessing, what do you want in life? Like, what is the next phase? Kind of being optimistic and just being in like a healthier state of mind in a sense. And the Judgment is your current energy, which is also about transformation. The Judgment in a way is about like spiritually leveling up. Typically, the Judgment card has like a person in the clouds, and there's people rising up out of their coffin, and it's my card of becoming the zombie. So these people have died. They were people, they died, so they transitioned into death, and now they're transitioning into another state of being. So they've already transitioned a few times, and as far as I see it, they went into being zombies now. They are going to be in their happy zombie life. But it really signifies that you've gone through experiences that were transformative to you, and you never really can go back to the way you once were because you've grown, you've expanded, or you've kind of, I don't want to say seen the light in a way, but you've seen something that has changed you, and now you are almost like on a different level. And you're pursuing your higher good, or you're pursuing, it's like about being a better version of yourself. So currently, I think you're in this Judgment phase where you're pursuing something better. You're pursuing your better person, your better inner person, or whatever. So, and what's coming in for you is Two of Wands, which is all about planning. It's about, there's directions that you're going to have to be deciding to take, but it's the initial planning stages for that. You realize that you have a lot of options. The world is in your hands, but you have to start kind of planning what is the next step you're going to take. But the challenge for this week is the Moon in reverse, and this indicates that you need to release any self-doubt, any kind of critical aspects that you might have been giving to yourself or saying to yourself. You need to release that, because when the Moon is in reverse, it's all about kind of being like inner illusions, inner I don't want to say problems, but inner anxieties. It's all about within. So you need to release any anxieties or illusions or things that you've been holding on to, any fears, you need to release that. And I think because of the star is here, which is very healing energy, it's about kind of reassessing what do you want in life, what are your dreams, what do you hope for. It's about having that, things will get better kind of attitude, having faith in something larger than yourself in a way. And the Judgment is all about going through this transformative experience where you're becoming a better person. Like you've healed from whatever situation, and now you see things better, you see things clearer, you're leveling up out of even negativity of yourself or a negative situation. Like you've come to a better place in life, spiritually, physically, however it represents for you. So I think in order to kind of start planning for the next phase, you need to release any fears or illusions or anxieties that are not serving you anymore. You have to let that go. Now, the Wheel of Fortune, this is what is recommended for you. And this is, in a sense, destiny. And this is all about, it's a reminder that the wheel is always turning. Like sometimes you have luck, sometimes you don't have luck. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. So the wheel is always turning. But to me, this is indicating that you need to kind of go with the flow a little bit. I think, because these are big cards, this is like a big major arcana reading in a way. So I think whatever you're doing is really for your better, highest good. But things are not always perfect. So I think this is saying that you just need to kind of go with the flow a little bit more. Don't get all in the anxiety if something comes up or if something's stressing you out. Don't let this block your enlightenment or your path to becoming a better person. You just have to kind of go with the flow, So if you are having a patch of bad luck, you'll have a patch of good luck soon. So it also can indicate that your luck is changing, so still continue to have hope and hold out hope for all that. But I definitely think it's recommended that you just go with the flow a little bit. Don't get so in your head with the anxiety if there's something that kind of comes up and it's a little bit, because maybe you're a little nervous about which direction you're going to take going forward. You might not really see the path fully clearly. So, okay, let's see what other cards we get for you guys. I need one card for my Aries, please. And you got Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. And Terminalized Court, get out of your own way. The Chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues. And Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. Okay, so Starfish Spirit, open to infinite possibilities. I really feel like that's going with the star energy. This is just saying that there's so much more open. And even the Two of Wands, this is all about being kind of open or planning for the future. But to me, this represents, I don't want to say big planning. It just represents you have a large options. You have many options or a large range of things that you can do or you could choose from, is what I'm trying to say. So I just think you need to stay open, because the moon to me sometimes is very closed off in the reverse. It's very closed off. It's very, I'm not sure what to do. But the Wheel of Fortune is very open. It's broad. It's also saying that, to me, you're destined for something. Like it's to me, it's like you just have to go with the flow a little bit and don't just think small. So I think you just need to kind of be open. I just think you need to kind of go with the flow a little bit and just be open to different things that you might be wanting to do or different scenarios or options that are coming up for you. And terminalized quartz, get out of your own way. And I think this is just, to me, it's very big, broad, vast energy. Like, I feel like you have a lot of options, or there's a lot of different directions you could go, but it's long-term stuff, and it's very long-ranged as well. I just get like a really feel of a long-ranged possibilities, which is very good. So, but if the moon is causing you, the moon in reverse is causing you to have fear or these anxieties, you might be short-sighting yourself, and I think you shouldn't do that. I think you need to just really see the long goal, or just dream big in a way. Because even the Two of Wands, it's just, to me, that's like about really long range thoughts. It's not just about, okay, well, what am I going to have for lunch today? It's more like, okay, where do I want to be in 10, 15, 20 years? It's very, to me, it's like kind of that long-term planning. The chaser in codependent relationship, fear of abandonment issues and separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And I wonder if for some of you, whatever the star represents, you might have been healing from something and kind of gaining like a little bit of a new perspective as well, or realizing that, something, it just, you can't keep chasing something, or something just wasn't working for you. And this is about just kind of almost like accepting that. Like, I don't want to say licking your wounds and moving forward, but it's just kind of almost a card of like acceptance in a way. Like, okay, that didn't work out, but I have other things I can do, or there's other things I want, or there'll be somebody new in the future. And the Judgment is kind of realizing your own self-worth in a way, your own, what you're capable of, and having that confidence in yourself that regardless of how you're moving forward, it's going to be great. You're going to figure it out. So I wonder if some of this is things that you need to fully release, because it's hard. It's hard to release situations or people sometimes, but sometimes we need to do that. So, and the moon to me is in reverse. It's like about holding on to something. It's about you're kind of having this fear, so you might not be fully moving forward because you're not really sure how to move forward. But I wonder if there's some type of codependent relationship. This could be a person or work or whatever situation. It could even be in your mind in a sense. So there's something that you might be fearing, even if it's a fear of abandonment issues. For some of you, that's why the moon in reverse could be here, because you might be fearing that, like, if you move forward the way you think you want to move forward, you won't have anybody in your corner. But I don't think that's, I think the Wheel of Fortune is saying that, you just have to have this kind of lucky mindset. You just have to kind of come feeling like, sometimes you have to take a risk as well. Like the Wheel of Fortune, it also could represent kind of a little bit taking a risk, rolling the dice a little bit, So I wonder if some of you guys, this week, it's recommended just to kind of take a little bit of a risk. Obviously a calculated risk, but kind of take a little bit of a risk. So, and you might need to take time apart from something. So this could be from somebody, or this could be just from something that you might be codependent in, or been chasing but haven't been getting any kind of feedback, or it hasn't been like reciprocated. So you just might have to, I think sometimes this could also be habits. This could represent habits that's not working for us. Like sometimes we have a habit that we have to do something, or we're chasing this or doing this, and we never really get anything from it. But because we've been doing it for so long, we're like, okay, well, I know how to do this. It almost becomes like you're programmed to do that. Like it's almost like, okay, today, I got to do this again. I know in your gut, it's not going to work out right. You're not going to get what you want back from it, but you've just been doing it for so long. It's like putting your shoes on in the morning. So I think some of you need to shift out of that. And I think this energy here is like you really starting to realize that you're shifting out of that. So it's not always easy, but little steps at a time. Okay, so let's see what quote we get for you guys. Okay. Save nothing for the swim back. And I really feel that I think with this star energy, and especially with the Judgment here, the Judgment is not saving anything for a swim. The Judgment is realizing they need to let go, and they need to just move forward and just have faith in themselves and not even worry. And especially the Two of Wands in your future, your upcoming energy, this is all about kind of planning forward thinking. And so I think that's great. So just things that you're holding on to, maybe with the moon in reverse, you might need, it's time to let go. It's just time to let go. So, okay, Aries, let's see what spirit of the dish we have for you. The spirit of the dish for my Aries. Okay, so we have this one kind of jumped out first. We have the split, which is the spirit of the banana split. Oh, wait, hold on. Where'd that guy go? Oh, I knocked the Oogie Boogie guy down. I don't know where that one went. Hold on a second, guys. Okay, for your dinner and a movie, you have American food and thriller films. And for the energies you either need to be aware of or tap into is Pisces. And this sign represents vision, creativities, and illusion. And then you also have Gemini, which is about communication and your thought processes. This little devil guy here is Mercury, and he's also about communication and thought processes. And here is Neptune, which is about vision, creativity, and illusion as well. So Gemini is kind of Mercury energy, and then the Neptune is also with Pisces. So I definitely think, because you have those double messages, I definitely think there's something a little bit, maybe that's the energy that you need to be very aware of to whatever degree this week. You also have the 6th house, which represents health, details, order, work, and structure. And then you have the 12th house, which represents occult, psychic abilities, and the subconsciousness. Okay. You have C, L, S, N, L, C, and W, and 5227. And you also have trust. And I kind of feel like this is just you having to have trust maybe in yourself, or just trust that things are going to work out for you. Things are going to be okay. Okay, let's see what... Oh, we get the little cherries. So the cherries to me represents... This is just like a fun, happy fruit. So I kind of feel like you have to be a little bit fun and happy and playful at this time. And to me, it's like there's always 2 cherries, right? They like kind of go in pairs. So this could indicate that whatever you're moving towards is almost like your destiny. It's your other cherry in a way. It's the other half of you, or it's just, it pairs well with you. So I kind of feel like that's what this is saying, that whatever you're kind of moving forward is going to be the other half of your cherry. It's going to just really pair well with you. You guys were really meant to be together, and it was kind of meant to, you mesh very well. Now, this could represent a person. It could represent a situation. It could represent a job. It could represent anything that pertains to you. Okay, guys. Now it is time. We're going to try this today. We have... Okay, hold on.
It is best not to say now.
Okay, sorry. Wait, hold on, guys. Let me read it. We're going to do this again, okay? Okay, now it is time for Mr. Predicto. We have a very special guest here today, Mr. Predicto. So think of your question, Aries, and here we go. Oh, Mr. Predicto, what is the answer to Aries' question?
The outcome cannot be predicted.
It's the Mr. Predicto has spoken. He says the outcome cannot be predicted. That means I think things are still up in the air a little bit. It's not quite pinned down. So maybe next time. Okay, thank you, Mr. Predicto, for being here.
Yes, it is certain.
Okay, so I'm going to have to figure that one out. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoy your week, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.